Playboy Cardi just amazed.
Cardi as a WWE announcer.
Holy shit! I'm against a fan to take in your face. Same here, Rey Mysterio. Yeah, that would be a goofy scenario.
If that were to actually be real.
Could you imagine it?
Could you imagine if this was real life?
That might just be too much.
That might just be a hoot and holler, a heckin' too much for me, I tell you.
Yeah.
Guys, we have to cancel Paul McCartney.
What happened?
Why? Why is that?
He was caught smoking weed on video.
Mid?
I don't know what that means. He was caught smoking marijuana.
Mid-weed.
Marijuana. An illegal substance. An illegal substance in Japan.
In Japan? How do you get it there?
I don't know. It's illegal somewhere. Okay. No, he wasn't in Japan. I'm in Japan. I hear you guys like the Beatles. Yeah. Beataru, right? That's what you guys are into. You guys
Paul
like
McCartney
the Beataru?
Paul McCartney being the one guy who's just like, I have to smoke weed in Japan.
Yeah. They say
I need it for my glaucoma.
They say they give you the death sentence in Japan if you fucking smoke weed there.
Well, they fucking blaze it, so I need to.
What's the rules there for that? For weed?
Jail.
Prison.
Jail. That's the rule.
Prison.
The rule is you go to jail.
You get locked up where you should be.
Yo, the Japanese word for the Beatles is Bitoruzu.
Yes, it is.
Rightfully so.
Bitoruzu.
I could have told you that.
Welcome to the Bitoruzu. That's fire. Because you know some Japanese newsman was like, Bitoruzu shaking the nation. Sweeping the nation, Bitoruzu.
Yo, this McCartney story though, like, what's
this McCartney leak, this scandal.
Yeah. Are they saying like that he tried it for the first time?
No, I'm looking at a video of him puffing a J.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
good.
Dude, Paul McCartney, he's never done it until now. Like,
it's like
he was totally clean.
I don't know if I believe that.
Just because it's legal doesn't make it right.
I loved the Beatles because they were straight edge.
That's what I'm saying. It's the BEXTLES.
BEAXTLES.
Yeah, BXXTLES. They were the best.
Beatles.
X Beatles XX. The irony, that's what's so funny right now.
Yeah,
like
it was BXXTLES 151 because that's Liverpool's area code.
Oh my God.
Sorry, you were talking
I love
about
that. Like, no, I just love that fucking band names are becoming gamer tags. Like, almost more so than
they're worse than they ever have been. What are you saying?
Yeah, no, like even more so than rappers. Like, there's this band called X Weapon X. Just a straight edge hardcore band. Like, yes, that's
it's like hardcore is the only ones I've seen move into gamer tag territory, which is
absolutely,
which
like
is
Darko
where
US,
like RXK Nephew. You know what I mean? Like that's we've run out of names.
That's hard,
it's time for yeah, of course. It's time. it's time for gamer tags, and that's what people got. People are late because it's like people have been doing that since
2015.
Really, Extentacion was the most gamer tag name for an artist possible. So, 03 Greedo was another one.
42
Oh, yeah.
42 Dud. Yeah, that guy.
YK Osiris is pretty close.
Isn't that like that's like a
all
like
these
group,
have,
right?
I believe.
YNW Melly.
I believe they're associated with community outreach programs.
Of course. Yeah.
YK, I'm pretty sure, that's a neighborhood watch program. I think it's Neighborhood Notch. That's what it's.
Neighborhood Notch.
That's what YK stands for.
Dude, Jack just always has the driest fucking one-liners on this shit. Because I just told the band chat, I was like, yo, we just randomly got 3,000 plays. And he goes, angel playlist investor. All right. Tight, yeah.
I like how
Perfect.
RXK nephew's real name is Christopher Kevin Williams. Both the first two spelled with a K. So Christopher with a K, Kevin spelled Kevon, and then Williams.
Kevon.
I think it's probably
that's
Kevin.
Awesome.
You think it's Kevon?
Yeah.
Kevon. Yeah.
Kevon?
Kidding me?
Maybe.
You fucking kidding me?
I mean, that's...
If one of you got some silly ass...
Yeah, if it's an E, he's Kevin. Because it's like, if you read Devon, Devon, that's Devon.
Yeah, that's true. I thought it would be... I don't know. It might be Kevin.
If the V was capitalized, I'd give it to you.
If you're reading this guy's name and you're like, Christopher Kevon Williams, it's like, we're going to be like, what? Why are you pronouncing it like that?
Why are you
clearly Kevin?
Kevin?
Kevon is not a name. That's the other thing. I've never heard of Kevon.
Kevon.
Oh, it's Kevon, actually. Why do you say that? That's his name. That's what I think it is.
That's just his name.
Kevon.
That's just what it is. It says so here.
Oh wow! Literally, I didn't know that was a literal. I knew plug beats were a thing, but I didn't know that plug is actually a genre now. It's kind of like the Lil Tracy SoundCloud plug, like those beats, like Captain Crunch type beats.
Yeah.
Captain Crunch.
Because it says RXK
Captain
Nephew.
Crunch.
It says RXK Nephew is part of the it falls under the plug.
He's in the wave.
Genre.
I've not heard of that at all.
Plug. You've heard.
I've never.
I mean,
heard
have you ever heard Swish God, where it's like, she give me brain, doing on my face.
It's like
get out my way. That's like a plug beat, kind of. That kind of vibe. Anyways, who the fuck cares about that? I think his name's Kevin Tony, so let's just call him that.
So
yeah, I forgot what we were even talking about. Oh yeah, Paul McCartney canceled.
Paul
he's dead
McCartney, he's done. He's out. Done. We do not do weed around here.
No.
He's dead to me.
We do tobacco only.
He was never alive.
The biker.
Honestly, to me.
We do tobacco only. Oh, I tried so Wes, one of the worker members of 400 million, one of the official worker members of 400 million, the cooperative, and our 3D graphics designer for 400 million in Jaded Form. I tried Zyn packs for the first time because he does those instead of smoke.
Yeah,
they're gnarly. They're pretty gross, but they're way cleaner than what I would imagine chewing tobacco would be like. And they do give you a bit of a buzz, but it's not really my thing. They're minty. The one I had was minty, and I was like,
they're minty,
like little white pouch.
The minty.
You're talking about?
Yeah, Zyn,
yeah.
ZYN.
Yeah,
a little minty.
I've tried those.
I've seen them about. We played the Zyn stage with Newfound Glory. At a festival. So
you guys are on the Zyn stage. Make sure to pack a lip while you're there. Make sure to pack both lips with 5 Zyn packs
before you hit the stage.
Basically vibrate off stage.
Yeah.
I'll never forget, Tony. I don't know if we've said it on the show, but I think I've said it on Jaded even. I've told the story. Maybe I've told it in private to Udoya and Z, but that story about your cousin who who was getting hazed, and they gave him, dude, Tony's cousin went to, like, I've probably said this on the show for sure because we've talked about
it a long time ago, probably.
Tony's cousin, well, I'll never forget it because it was like such a real exposure to like what the fuck they're doing down there in the South from a fraternity perspective. Yeah. Because some of them down there, there's no such thing as no hazing. Like, they're still doing that shit. There's a fraternity in like Alabama where you have to break your arm on purpose. They put it in a vice and they break it with a bat. And
my God,
that makes you one of the gang. Yeah.
That's so cool.
It's called bonding.
So glad I was was a nerd.
It's called bonding.
And out of the patriarchal matrix. But there was one hazing ritual where they paper cut the webbing of his feet.
No.
So That's just a start.
We're just not.
They would.
that.
I don't know if he did. I think maybe he went through it. Yeah, he had experiences
Pretty sure he did.
because he told us how fucked up it was. Not like he was condemning it, but just like how much it.
How
sucked.
much of a man it made him.
Yeah.
How much more
it was pretty
biologically
weird,
male from a physiological standpoint he became. They cut paper cuts in the webbing of his feet, and then they made them put socks on and stuff chewing tobacco in between their toes and go to class while this is happening. And he said he got so sick from nicotine, being high on nicotine, that he like barfed and had to leave the class.
Dude, honestly, that one doesn't sound as bad as the other one that he said.
Bone breaking? Yeah, I wouldn't do any of these.
No, a different one where they would fill a cooler with dip spit and other things of that disgusting nature, and then let onions soak in that, and then you'd have to the most dejected I've ever seen.
You start to see why white people like they really took slavery to the pro level. Like we have a sick mind. You know what I mean?
Sycophants.
Like we're fucked. Like you really see how we came up with colonialism. Like
It's pretty evident.
everybody spit into a tub, put onions in it. Okay, now what else? What else did they do with that? They baptized somebody in it. What happened?
I feel like I remember him telling me something about the elephant walk.
What is that?
Where you know how like
you got to dip your dick in this? What is this?
No, like where you like one. Imagine if elephants were walking in a circle and they were each holding on to the trunk of the one behind them.
Bro.
So they got to hold dicks?
I think so.
Yo, as a man, hey, as a man who is gay, actually, that's gay. You want to be naked and play with dicks? Just do that. Just do it.
And they're comfortable. They're comfortable with their heterosexuality, so it wasn't even.
No,
that
you're
much.
not. You're repressed in it. That's what it is. It's not comfort. It's repression. Guys who are comfortable.
No, you're not.
Guys who are comfortable just go, hey, I'm a bisexual. That's it. That's what they do. Hey, I like dicks a little bit, and I'm still a man. How does that?
How does
I
that
don't
work?
get it.
Yeah, it was the most masculine thing we ever did. It's like, so wait, so they walked around this dip spit while holding each other's cocks?
I think they were separate things. It's like a sort of like a
What
7
happened
layers,
with
like
the tub
Dante's
of
Inferno,
dip
like
spit and onions, Sony? Did they make a fucking au jus out of it? What the fuck?
Yeah,
you let the onions soak in the dip spit and other grody liquids, and then you have to eat it.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Afraid so, bud.
No.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey,
Afraid
guess
so.
what? I am going to go to a trade school, and I'll see you guys later. I'm going to learn to fix cars.
I'm gonna save a few 100,000.
Yeah, I don't need to be. I don't need to work for Goldman Sachs this bad. See you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what though? It made them.
Hey Tony,
hard
shut the
for
fuck
life.
up real
Oh.
quick.
Okay,
Actually,
Is that the cross that all those normal fucks have to bear? Like, is that what's behind those dead eyes?
Yeah,
obviously.
basically, homosexuality is what it is. I'm sorry, guys.
More
I
so the
forgot.
eating
I
shit.
forgot something. To be honest,
What is
that's
that?
why I had to interrupt Tony just now.
What is it? What did you forget?
I forgot to introduce the podcast. Shit.
So you say that like it's fun and it's like a funny thing.
You say that like it's okay.
It's not.
Like it's a silly, goofy thing. It's not.
You
say
do
it like
this
that's
like
okay.
pretty often.
You're a
I don't
silly,
want to
goofy
say every
guy.
time, but like,
You say it like you're a silly, goofy guy, and that's just not the case. It's okay.
all right, let's just get to the
Kind of heated right now.
I'm kind of heated.
and I'm mad right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday, April. Welcome to another episode of Woken Boke. Episode 177 to be exact. I am one of your hosts, Connor Boyd. You may know me as Moschino. Mosquito, not that. Mosquito Dorito on the internet. From TikTok, maybe you know me from Jaded Forum. I am joined, as always, by my best friends from the great city of St. Louis, Missouri. First, we're joined by the demonic drumming demon. Max motherfucking Sansa is here.
What's up?
Max, what up?
What's going on?
Tony, can you edit a massive gunshot, loud gunshot when he does that?
Just like and then maybe even just
Ear
like
splitting,
pulling it down like a cock.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Yeah. And then maybe while his arm's coming down, it just goes like he's made of metal.
Yeah. Or just like throwing like a huge like movie trailer stab, like a
Consider
like
it done.
Yeah, and then do that for
Consider it
every
already
one
done.
where I'd like read.
Yeah. All the follow-ups where he's explaining it, do it every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, also joining us is a guy who strictly shops at Hot Topic. All of his shirts at least look like that. Tony Harrop's here.
There he is.
That's not true. You know that most of my shirts are Ruka and
Spencer's.
Most of my shirts come with Yeti products. So
Young and Reckless and Volcom. I actually got rid of those and went and got a few from TeePublic. This is one of them.
TeePublic, ever heard of him? Is that the hard guy from My Hero Boku no Academia?
Yeah, it is. Red Riot guy.
Boku no Hero.
He goes hard.
He goes hard.
Literally.
You're hard to tolerate. Anyways, every week we get together and we do this. And you know what? We've been doing it for so fucking long that it has become this. Actually, it's the same shit. It's not like it's transformed anyway. Yeah, we talk about whatever's on our mind, if it's video games, movies, anime, whatever the case may be. You can subscribe to us on YouTube, as you can probably tell if you're watching this. You can also follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. You can join our Discord. Our Twitter is @wokenbokepod. Our Instagram is @wokenbokepodcast. And you can also hit us up on Gmail. We do have a fan inbox, or what? I don't know. Just we have an inbox. So if you have any thoughts, I mean, honestly,
I don't have
fun
any.
with them. So like you don't even have to have thoughts. Come up with thoughts. You know what I mean? Or come up with questions or something. Just to, we like the conversation starters. If there's something you want to hear us react to or talk about, let us know. wokenbokepodcast @gmail.com. Hit us up. All this shit I just mentioned is listed in the description, by the way. But we're here, man. I feel like I'm in a Jon Wick sandwich right now with this shit. Like, bisexual lighting on top and below me. Mm-hmm. I didn't even write this in the show notes, but I saw Jon Wick.
Tell me what you thought.
Okay, so who said Jon Wick Tuesday? Is that you, Max? Or
That's me. I'm seeing it on Tuesday.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I don't want to spoil anything, and I don't think it's even possible to do that. But I thought it was fantastic. I'll tell you. I'll tell you the whole situation for me is like I had the worst shits after that evening. I had the worst stomach problems, and I didn't realize. Motherfucker just left.
I'm bored.
He's like, "Fuck, we're talking about our stomach." No, he's got in-ears. I forgot.
Right.
Cookie.
Oh, that's a cookie.
I just wanted to want a cookie.
You had the shits.
The shits of Jon Wick.
And I didn't realize we had Imodium. We have Imodium here, which is like the best for this. It'll stop your stomach problems immediately. It sounds to stop.
I don't even know what it is.
It's like anti-diarrheal medication, and it goes nuts.
Nice.
It goes crazy. So
It goes
I
hard.
didn't realize I should or could take some of that, but it was all like my stomach started fucking up the moment Maxwell came over because I was basically going to see it with him. And then Udoye joined us when we got there. I think he lived there. I think he met us there. Or did he meet? Yeah, I think he met at the theater. I think. Anyways, doesn't fucking matter. Point is, I had an insane. So Maxwell came over, and this is like the evening of seeing this movie, right? This is just going to give you context for what I think of the movie because it was interrupted somewhat.
Got you.
Gets to my place. We go to a bar. The bar's nearby, so I actually get the shits while talking about I've been having the shits. For context, my doctor ran blood work on me, and five tests he ran for like IBS, ulcerative colitis, shit like that. 4 of them came back negative. 1 of them came back slightly positive. So I may have IBS. I don't know, which might explain this. I just always chalk it up to I eat like shit, but even when I don't eat that bad. Like my stomach should be able to handle what I eat, at least within reason. But maybe it's just my stomach's way of being like, stop being a fucking fat ass.
You're full of shit.
Sorry, there was a lag in my camera for a second.
Yeah. I didn't hear anything either.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. But yeah. Anyways, so we get to the bar, and I'm literally like, I have to shit now. I gotta go. It hurts. And so he's like, just go back to your apartment. So I ran back, took a shit. We're very glad I did that. Because if I would have shat in that bar, I would have been ill-equipped to deal with it. I needed baby wipes. I needed a bidet. I have both those in my apartment. I barely use dry paper. Oh,
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Why didn't you tell me?
Shout out whoever gave me that bidet, the company that sent that to me. I've been bidetting my ass since that bidet. And came back.
You take that back.
Then I was like, word. We left for the movie. We get off the train. When I get off the train, I have to shit just as violently. And I knew I was going to have to shit again because it's like one of those shits where it's like, this ain't going to be the first one dealing with this feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Then I get off the train, run into a pizza shop. I pay $1 to use their bathroom. Take another aggressive shit. It sucks, right? We get to the movie on time. We get there. And then during like the beginning of the movie. I'm sorry, before the movie. No, actually, it was during the movie. I had to shit really bad again. So I left and missed. I basically missed the fight between Donnie Yen and that other guy in the beginning,
okay,
the friend, in Japan. I think it's in Japan. So blah blah blah, right? Then it's like towards the last big chunk of the movie where it's like, all right, this is gonna be the last. It's gonna be the last part. And I'm like, all right, let me get the piss out of the way. So I went to the bathroom again, and I'm jumping over a bar. Like it's one of those theaters where there's like raised up on a level, and then there's just bars that you can like just kind of fucking vault over. So I'm literally doing hurdles over this bar every time I leave. So I like hurdle and then go take a piss, and I'm like locked in for the rest of the movie. And I watch the rest of the movie, and it's fire. And then after the movie, I want to hang out with Maxwell and Udoye, and I'm literally like, guys, bye. I run into the bathroom. I literally say goodbye to them, and I have a shit for like 20 minutes, and it's literally like I'm worried they're gonna close because it was a late screening. It was like a 9-something screening of Jon Wick, and it's a 3-hour movie. So I was like, I hope they don't just like turn the lights off in here. And yeah, I was like, that movie was fucking sick despite all that. That's what's crazy is like, I was really like, when I saw it was almost 3 hours long, I was like, oh, fuck yeah. I was like, oh, hell yeah. Because I love any movie longer than 2.5 hours. Because to me, any movie longer than 2.5 hours, you're going to have some shit to say about it. Like, for better or worse, you're going to have some shit to say about it. And there's going to be shit in it that's just like, what the fuck? There's very rare, like a 2.5 hour plus movie is going to be all the way boring the whole time. And those are really bad. But man, I just thought
Transformers.
I was
really-
literally about to say Dark of the
Right.
Moon.
Although
Yeah.
that it's worth going to see because at least you get some of your money's worth. But yeah, I mean that's that. But see, that's long because it's so crazy. You have negative things to say. It's rare that you see a 2.5 hour movie and you're like, that's okay. That's it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So I just think with these movies, they are like, we're running out of we need to make shit crazier. We need to
Yeah,
get
exactly.
shit even crazier. And they really managed to do that this time. Like it's full on like it feels like they're now getting into cartoon circus level sequences. And
like
it's
anime.
incredible. It's in anime. That's what it honestly, I said that in my review. It has like this challenge stage thing. Like if it were an anime of just this one hero that has to take on waves of enemies, that's what it's like. So it's like a 2-3 hour long anime starring Keanu Reeves, Max. So enjoy.
He takes beatings
Hell
like an
yeah.
anime character where they're just getting fucking just like they get punched in the gut and like blood spits out of their mouth and then they're
Right.
just like backfighting. It's like
Well, and it's so funny because all the John Wick choreography is armbar, headshot, armbar, head. It's like just it's just like locking a guy up and then shooting him on the ground over and over again. It's like kind of the same. It's kind of the same shit in all the movies, but they took it to a next level with this one where it was just they were just having too much fucking fun. Like it's just too fun. It's
And
too
they-
fun.
they give him a few different weapons that he hasn't used yet.
Yeah, and there's a
I
bunch of
won't
new,
spoil it.
there's a bunch
but-
of new characters and stuff, and the villain is really is really good. You're gonna be like,
Sick.
oh, it's him.
Dude, I'm so fucking ready.
Yeah, dude. Solid movie. I recommend anyone see it. It's blowing up. Like, of course, it's gonna make a ton of money, but
Oh, big time. Yeah, everyone's saying it's the best one, and I'm just like, yes, this is the only series that gets better when the number gets higher.
literally,
It's
like,
literally the only one.
give me more money and I'll make a better movie. Like
Yeah,
that's
it's like, I'll give you even more.
yeah, I'll do it more.
I'll do it even
Like-
harder.
Like, I don't know if after this there's gonna be a John Wick 5, but I feel like there's no reason there shouldn't be a John Wick 5. Like there should be a John Wick 5.
Like we
and they
just
should
gotta
jump
keep
the
it
shark.
pushing.
They should just add aliens. It needs to be a Fast and Furious
Yeah.
thing where it just gets even more ridiculous every time.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
this
no,
is
it
what
needs to
movies
get
are
dumber.
about, man. Like, let's have some fucking fun
Push-
for
yeah.
Christ's sake. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
seriously.
God
No,
damn.
especially, yeah, come on. Like, it's just, we need it.
We need
Like,
it.
let's
I'm
just
going to
get
see the new
really
Fast and
dumb.
Furious. I definitely am. How old's Vin
Oh, yeah.
Diesel?
I'm gonna go see that.
60, right?
Oh, dude, I saw the last one. The last one was fucking fun.
Bro, he's 55 and he's in Fast 10, which comes
Fast
out
Yeah.
when?
10.
Fast
This
X.
month, I think.
No fucking way we're seeing that.
Dude,
Wow,
gotta
movies
see
are
that
really
shit.
back, bro. Movies are really back.
What
No,
what's the
movies
date?
are back in a big way.
When is the next Mission Impossible coming out?
This year.
That's a great question.
Motherfucker, dude.
May it comes out in May. It's
July.
Fast
No, it
X.
comes out in July.
No,
July.
Fast X. But yeah, Mission Impossible 2 is
It's
and
coming
then
out in
there's-
July.
it's a two-parter, so the other one's coming out a year later. I think it's gonna be the last
Coming out in
ones
July?
though.
What other crazy movies are coming out this year besides that?
The Flash. That actually looks kind of insane.
Oh yeah, that looks weird.
So is this the 7th Mission Impossible movie?
I think it's the
Fucking,
8th.
what did I see a trailer for that looked fire?
Rogue Nation, Ghost Protocol, Fallout.
Oh, fucking Bo is
7.
Afraid is coming out this year.
Oh yeah, that's coming out too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bo
1,
is
2,
Afraid?
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, it's the
7.
new Ari Aster joint.
Oh
with,
yeah, yeah, I
Joaquin.
saw. Yeah, that trailer looked weird.
Yeah, sir.
I was like, is this a new Bo Burnham stand-up?
No,
No, it's not.
no.
Consider me
Yeah.
disappointed.
No.
Movies are fucking back, bro, in a big way. Because let me tell you
Yeah.
something, by the way, about John Wick while I was watching it. And
Tell me
I love
about
talking. I love talking about shit like this when I'm caffeinated and like all hyped up about it. I was giggling through most of it in
Oh, yeah.
pure happiness. I literally was like, because I
Mhm.
was there with Maxwell and Udoy, so I was just like just looking at him like, this is like, the movies are back. Like I was fucking giggling. And it's like we weren't talking obnoxiously, but it's like you have reactions during a movie like that, and it's a little more like this isn't fucking like Citizen Kane or some shit. Like you can kind of relax.
Yeah, it's just some giddy. You're just on some giddy shit.
I was just like everything. I was like.
Takes me back to
The
like
whole
Avengers 1, when you see him flying around the city and you're just like.
Dude, I literally thought that was my top 5 favorite films of all time when that came out. I'm not even joking.
When it was
I was like,
And it was gas.
has anyone made a movie that good? Has anyone made a movie that fire? Like fucking Captain America's like shooting a beam off of Iron Man shooting a beam off Captain America's shield. Like you haven't seen this in anything. Yeah, that was crazy. That was the summer of 2012 too.
Yeah,
like right before high school ended.
Rare that I have like movie like moments like that. Everything Everywhere made me feel like that too. That and
honestly, from an action perspective, nothing has made me feel this way in a long time. In terms of just like, what's about to happen? Although I did really like Tenet, but I watched that on a plane, so it doesn't really count. But.
You didn't really see it then.
But yeah, Max, you did. Max, you're gonna enjoy the fuck out of it for sure.
Dude, I'm very excited about it.
Yep.
Because I saw Ant-Man the other day, and that was just
I was thinking about maybe like going to that just for fun.
I was bummed, man.
Did you see Adolo?
Yeah. Very stoned. No problem. No issues there.
Thank God.
I would expect nothing else.
I know.
I hope John Wick Tuesday, you're John flicked up.
But Ant-Man, it was just like all the vigie was in the trailer. All the good vigie was in the trailer, dude.
So it was scarce in the finished product.
There was a lot of vigie. It felt like I was watching. Let me put it this way. It felt like I was watching a steezed up Star Wars
show
series. Yes.
Yeah, so
that was the aesthetic I was getting off of.
And let me tell you, that sounds mid as fuck, to be honest.
That's exactly what it was.
You haven't watched any of the Disney Plus like Marvel stuff, right?
No, but I know that's what it looked like.
Yeah, I have a feeling you would say it feels like a Disney Plus show, which is exactly what like Doctor Strange Multiverse felt like, and where I feel like that one's probably better than this one.
Yeah,
not by much, but
that was my thing because I went into it strictly for vigie. I was like, cool, it's 2 hours. Maybe I'll get a good little couple Paul Rudd little Ruddifications in there.
I mean, they're strictly in a vigie world, right? After they get into it, like for the rest of the movie, pretty much.
Yeah, they're pretty much not on Earth at all. They're in the quantum realm for most of the movie. And it's
I remember I think I finished was it Eternals or maybe
Eternals.
I think I'd just gotten back from seeing Doctor Strange 2, and I was just kind of like I was like maybe I should catch up on the MCU. I'm like I haven't seen Shang-Chi, I haven't seen like Ant-Man and Wasp, I haven't seen Black Widow, I haven't seen a lot,
Right.
And I was like, all right, let me put on Ant-Man and the Wasp. Like that's the last one. That's probably like
that'll be pretty
most
fun.
recent one. I turned it on. I was like, this is so fucking boring. After like 15 minutes, they're like robbing a bank already again with there's some guy in a white suit that shows up and they're a ninja. And I'm like, if it's not Thanos, I just don't give a fuck. Like,
yeah,
you have, I'm sorry, Kang.
And then he gets beat in the
there's
first
a million
movie.
of me. It's like Stephanie Sue from fucking Everything Everywhere already did your character, bro. That's basically a cooler version of Kang. And he's like, we've broken through the next dimension.
Yeah, they're trying to beef him up to be the new Thanos, and they introduce him in the Loki show as like this weird fucking dude that like overacts, and then they put him in this movie and they beat him right away. And it's like Thanos, when they first introduced that dude, he was in an after credit scene and he was just like, it was just him, like you saw his face and he was on a throne and he was like, it's all coming together or whatever the fuck he says. But like, You were like, that's hype. But this, he's just already done for. Now, I know there's like 1,000 of them or whatever in like a Coliseum at the end, but
such a wrong. I mean,
it's just so silly.
Secret Wars is what this is all leading to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't know. Is it just they think that arc is gonna? We're not gonna dive into this Marvel conversation because we fucking do this every time. We're not doing this. We're skating by. Oh yeah, it's mid though. So wait. When did you see it?
Ant-Man
or Max? Yeah,
on my birthday, like 3 days ago.
Which, by the way,
Thursday. Everybody
in the Woken Boke Friendship Militia, please wish Max a belated happy birthday.
A happy birthday.
Tony, could you put in some balloon popping noises, confetti noises, children cheering and clapping, please?
And then also, if you can find it, an AI generated clip of Yeet saying "Happy Birthday, Max."
Saying "Happy Birthday, mate." You can even use that audio if you want and animate it to that.
The grunt birthday party skull sound.
There we go. Yeah.
That has everything.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
That's including the eat thing. That's just, you covered that. I don't even need that now.
He voiced all the grunts.
But yeah, it's like, I don't know why they didn't make Doctor Doom the villain. That's all I'm going to say. Like, just go and do that. But I guess the arc for Secret Wars is better. But anyways, yeah, I think you're going to have a much better time at J-Dubs 4. For sure.
Easily.
JG Wentworth 4.
JG Wentworth 4. 877 cash now.
Dude,
I need guns.
Another movie coming up that I based on the trailers. I'm like, this looks kind of Middingshire, but it'll be at least visually stimmy. Is the new Super Mario, right?
I think that'll be fun. I think
it'll be fun.
I will
have
be
a blast.
seeing that
fun. Like, I think it'll be fun.
It just looks like they're cramming the fucking jokes like into my anal cavity, and I'm just like, these are not funny though.
I mean, they're like, let's use Chris Pratt,
right.
So you can imagine what Chris Pratt's gonna bring to that role.
Yeah, I don't know. Every single trailer that I've seen, like after that first, teaser or whatever, I'm just like, this. It looks like a Pixar movie.
Don't I look like the alpha? Don't I look like
you do? I was literally just thinking that before you said it.
Don't I fucking...
You don't even need the filter.
Yo, the beard is OP. Like I switch back to beard mode, and it's like
it's OP.
It adds like the definition on you right here. It's on the maw.
Oh God, it's back. Beard's back.
Right in time for summer.
right. Spring beard. Oh my God. What the fuck were we talking about? I lost track.
Oh fuck.
I was talking about the Mario thing, but that's all I had to say.
Wait, what Facebook? Yeah, that.
What? What?
I'm trying to do the alpha fish. Let me in your world, boy. Yeah. You think you could defeat Kang? You think you can defeat a 6-foot guy multiplied many times? I looked it up. He's 6 feet tall. Also, Jonathan Majors apparently, I got a domestic assault charge that got dropped. Mm-hmm. And it was like a false claim or something. I don't know what's going on with him, but his career is resting on the tip of a knife right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah, because some people are saying that
he already lost a couple contracts
to say that, but I don't know.
It was like, maybe he's embodying Kang already, and it was a different him.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
I apologize, audience, for that joke. Not funny.
Not
bad.
Funny.
Not funny.
You're bad.
It's not funny.
You're bad. You're a bad guy.
You're a bad boy.
You're a bad boy. Okay, what the fuck should we talk about next? Max, I feel like I cut you off and you were leading to something, but I mean,
no, it's just
your birthday. We mentioned that. We mentioned that it was your birthday, and that's when you saw it. That's why. And then we started talking about ad balloons and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you get anything for your birthday? Was it fun? What'd you do?
I honestly just chilled, bro. Fucking woke up.
Why?
Fucking woke up.
Yeah, why'd you do that?
No, yeah, why'd you do that? And then I had fuck, what did I do with my life? No, and then I redeemed my my weed rewards from my local dispensaries.
Punch card. Punch card
full
action.
of pre-roll. Not even. It was just like I woke up to texts from their reward systems. They were like, "Happy birthday! Come get some weed." For free.
Fuck yeah, dude!
Yeah,
Discount
and I was
or like just free weed?
no, there was like $25 off your purchase.
That's what I need to do the week of my birthday. Google a bunch of things that give you benefits when it becomes your birthday, and then sign up for it a month in advance. And then the next month, it's just like free gym bottle, free this thing, free fuck you.
We'll do it like for as long as you do a free trial. Sorry, what?
Yeah, no, so I got a bunch of, I got like 4 pre-rolls and like a bunch of lighters. This was a separate purchase, but I like it all the same. Wait. It's in the car. It's just a little grinder. It's like, it's really small. It's nice.
That's chill as fuck.
Anyways, it was like $10. Local dispos are cool, man. They're not bad.
It was a mere 10 USD. That's cool as fuck.
A mere 10 used.
I ate a McDouble the other day. Was that you?
Ate a McDouble the other day.
Wow.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What did I have? Oh, I went to Hibachi. I went to a hibachi restaurant.
Fuck yeah.
For my birthday.
Was it that Mongolian hut or whatever place it's called?
No, it was
Benibachi?
It was Kobe. Hibachi. It was
Kobe Steakhouse?
Hibachi.
Kobe Steakhouse?
Yeah, it was like Kobe Steakhouse.
Yeah, that's what that used to be our go-to. That used to be like fancy. You go to Kobe Steakhouse. And
dude, it was nice.
Stuff.
I mean, it was
fancy,
a fat
right?
bill, but it's like fancy. It's like fancy for someone who doesn't really go out. Yeah, it was fancy. Like in that, it was just fucking good food, and it was expensive, and it was fun.
Yeah.
Did you get Kobe beef?
No,
it's a little personal, Tony.
They just do like it's a little
extra.
Yeah, you shouldn't. We don't really ask.
That's my
about
bad,
it.
actually. So
We don't really ask about orders around here, Tony. It's kind of
don't make me feel bad about it. I already feel terrible.
You don't need to pry.
I mean, you should feel bad. Like I'm gonna make you feel worse.
I'm telling you right now.
Good.
Good luck. Ruined my day. I did. It was on me.
Well,
but how does it
just
feel
don't do that
being?
next time.
How does it feel being 28 though?
It's weird, man. I'm 28 now.
20 great.
You're 20.
Shut up.
Tony won't be 20 great till what is it, May 10th?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus
Is that right?
Christ.
Not even close.
June or July 10th. No, May 10th is
That's my sister.
That is your birthday, May 10th.
Certainly not.
May 10th is my sister's birthday.
Certainly not.
Certainly not that.
You wish that
Second,
it was.
yes, it is. Wait a goddamn second.
Wait.
What the fuck? I don't think I know Tony's birthday.
Wow, dude.
No, wait. It's July 10th. Shut up. Maxwell's is May 10th, I think. That's why I mixed up. Or Maxwell's is May something.
Jesus.
It was the 10th of a summer month. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
The 10th of a summer month.
10 summer months ago.
The 10th day of the
months.
third month of summer.
The third month of summer. My vagina bloomed. Anyways. What the fuck was I talking about?
My nuts.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
My scrot.
My scrotum is what you were discussing.
My scrotals.
Yo, speaking of kind of free goodies, I started ripping Battlefield 2042.
Oh yeah?
Not fucking bad. I will say, it's not quite as pretty as like Battlefield 1 or like some of these other historical battlefields. I think because they kind of like, this takes place in a future where like there's a lot of just like cities and roads and buildings and a lot of just concrete and glass and steel everywhere. So it kind of feels a little empty. Whereas like one of the early the other battlefields, it's like there's rolling hills and nature. So I played one mission where it was in like, I want to say it was in Qatar. It was in like Doha, Qatar. I think that's what it's called. And it was just like huge empty buildings. There's like not enough guys in it, whatever. But
that's accurate though.
That was
build those buildings and don't fill them up.
Right. Yes. That was during like the tutorial mission. But when I started playing online, I was like, oh, this is crazy. And dude, I'm playing at max FOV. It runs in 60 and looks amazing on PS5 and runs without a hitch. I mean, it's 64 v 64 and it's running at 60 just it's pretty amazing. And it's free on the PlayStation Store. So just download it. Make sure you have it.
Free?
Yeah. It's free right now on PlayStation.
Hell yeah.
Did you encounter any natty disasters? Because there's
not yet. Not
disasters.
But I've heard that's it's so freaky, bro, because the intro to the game is like states collapsing one by one, fires raging across the world, refugees seeking refuge. And it's just like, this is happening. This is now. This is just now.
Battlefield, present day.
It's just like, what if the destabilizing events of today cause state collapse tomorrow? And then we play a video game about it. And that's like literally what it is. And it's like, this is horrifying. This is talking about 20 years in the future. And one of the things like the remaining powers on the world have that's like their superpower is weather weapons, because in the beginning it shows a satellite causing a hurricane in an instant.
Wow.
So I'm like, what is this game? So I'm gonna keep playing it. And Battlefield's cool because I feel like there's so much stuff to grind for, and it's way more exciting than COD to get those things. I feel like like in COD you're like, oh, a radar jammer. And then it's just like, and then it's
a recon drone.
Yeah, but in Battlefield, it's like, this is the STG 456. It's fucking like, it's a bigger deal to get better at it. And it feels really like, that's the thing that Battlefield always feels like more than Call of Duty, is it really feels like you're in like actual war. Basically, it feels
like when you're way.
Like when you jump out of a fighter jet and fire a rocket launcher at one flying by you.
That's
like
how you know.
Yeah.
No, it's more like when you're defending a point in a building and it's indoors and you just hear wet boot footsteps coming around the corner and you know there are guys there, and then you fire off your gun and there's this huge muzzle flash and it's like the noises are so real and so loud and they echo in the room, like just like how firing an assault rifle in like a fucking building would sound like. And when you clip people, it's the most satisfying. They just drop. It's just the most satisfying, like tapping people in that game. It's just fire. So.
Appertons.
Is it like just one bullet will fucking down a guy, or can they take damage like COD?
It's basically, I would say it's similar TTK to COD. Yeah, maybe slightly slower, but I would say slightly slower. I would say it's somewhere between Warzone and regular COD, but I don't know. Yeah, but that's a really cool game. Are you guys playing anything this week? Because honestly, all I was doing was grinding for Orion.
I'm ripping through Skyward Sword and fucking Paper Mario. And then I want to grip fucking Harry Potter after those. That's like what I'm trying to hit on.
Harry Pothead.
What's up?
The thing I was gonna ask is, I wonder if that game is dropped in price, but I feel like a lot of people bought it, so I don't know.
Which game?
Harry Plopper.
Oh yeah. Let me see. Maybe on Amazon. Oh, I've been getting into fucking Pokemon cards lately.
Wow, that's demonic.
They're hard, dude. Like, did you that TikTok I sent you that was like just to take the edge off. It's like the guy, the guy at a convenience store, just be like, yeah, and then I'll take a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yeah, just that one, just the new set. Yep. Cool, thanks. It's just like, yeah, ominous music playing in the background.
Yeah, that's
just to take the edge off.
It's the spot. Real. I remember wanting to eat them for some reason. Eat the starter packs because they look like little bubble. They just look tasty.
They look delicious. They're like there's nothing more aesthetically like wonderful than like a pack of cards. It's just like
it's like
but
a little
like with a little
because they're
guy
next
on
to
it. Like
they're next to all the candy
no.
and gum. So you think that's like what it is?
But then the sports ones have real people on it. You're like, that's gay. I want fucking I want the little guys.
I don't need pictures of other men.
Little monsters.
Yeah. I want a little chibi guy.
You want pictures of little men? Is that what you said?
I said I don't want pictures of other men.
Just a little
I want
guy.
little chibi guys.
Wow, you want a picture of another grown man?
Shut up.
in your fucking-
Wow.
No.
Dude.
Stop.
You want little pictures of grown men to put in your wallet?
Stop it.
Like
Stop
big
it.
buff boys.
Wow.
Wow, you want big buff boys in your wallet?
Dude, Dude, I've been ripping through Brainsaw Man, and
Oh,
Does he get brain?
he does. Yeah,
Getting
how
brain
many
on?
chapters of the manja are there?
there's 11 of these books of the
The
Tankobons.
manja.
I think it's about like 150. There's 14 books, but there's 11 that are in English so far. But it's ongoing. Like he's writing it currently, so pretty fire.
That's dope.
I decided I want to like just get ahead and know what's going to happen in the next season because who knows when that'll come out.
Yo,
Dude.
so I guess you could just buy PlayStation 5s.
Yeah,
Sorry,
dude,
this is
they are
completely.
Z bought one like in 10 minutes. I was like, what?
Dude, I saw one in a store the other day.
I saw a guy walking with it in his hand in New York. Like he had just bought it at a store. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
I'm
the
on Amazon
fuck?
right now. They are in stock
That's
For how
crazy.
much?
for the regular price.
price.
$500. You can hit
How
buy
much?
now.
That's got to cost an
How
arm and a leg.
You can buy it right now for the same amount of dollars.
This
that it should
little
cost.
media hiccup we've had from the pandemic is so interesting because it's like people are just now thinking about getting these consoles.
Mhm.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's like
Like
Ragnarok.
the Ragnarok bundle is available.
It's like Ragnarok, and I mean that's crazy. Ragnarok, and that would be such a dope first game to have on PS5. Like just
oh yeah.
Mhm.
if you didn't know how fire it was, just like, hey kid, here's the PS5, and here's this this game called God
Oh
of
yeah,
War.
you can just buy it on fucking Best Buy too.
Fire.
Yeah.
Man.
That's crazy.
I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I feel like
the
people
media hiccup.
are just now considering whether they want to buy it, and this is year 4 of it existing. I mean,
That's
it'll
wild to think about.
really be the end of year 20 holiday 2020 to 2021. 21 to 2022, 2022 to 2023. Okay, so by this holiday, it'll be the end of its 3rd year in terms of its life cycle. And consoles,
Yeah.
I mean, typically consoles cycle out after 5 years or whatever. So
It's
it's
like
like
7 or 8, I think.
I mean,
But like
when you think about it, it's like, okay, the PS4 came out. All right, hold on.
2013.
Yeah, 2013. Okay, so yeah, so
It was like 7 years.
it's true. So that's about 7 years. So they're longer now. But I mean, like the PS1 came out
Well,
what day?
99?
PS1 came out 94. PS2
94.
came out. That one, I was thinking about the PS2 to PS3 and the Xbox to Xbox 360. That was I feel like the narrowest gap
Mhm.
because
yeah.
2000 to 2000 yeah, so PlayStation 2 came out
6.
March 4th 2000, and then PS3 came out
2007.
05.
no
No,
2005
Really?
Oh, I'm sorry maybe
06?
I'm wrong. November 11th 2006. So yeah, I guess that really makes it about 7 years.
6 years.
So
7
they
years.
still have I guess they still have quite a while in their life cycle on that product.
Yeah. But I
um,
also think,
I don't know.
and this is a whole other conversation on its own, but like we're reaching like diminishing returns on video games, you know? Like
Oh, in terms
It's
of the technical advancements of the hardware? or the
Yeah,
software.
because it's just like we can only get so much better, and then like
Right.
the offset isn't there. Like you can't offset development times to reach the standard of the new technology. Like
Of what it's
the
capable of.
development time isn't scaling with the technology. Like, you know what
I
I'm
agree
saying?
that like the last 10 years for most consumer products has been like a bit of a plateau. Like it's like everything's gotten better, but it's like kind of just the better version of the same thing. I don't know if that's
Exactly.
what
Like
you
even
just
God
said.
of War Ragnarok, like that's the flagship title right now for the PS5, but it's still, you can play it on PS4. Like it's just an upscaled PS4 game, which is fine. And that's
why I'm hoping Death Stranding 2 is like amazing, but I don't know.
But again, it's like then you start reaching a point where, and then again, this is a whole other conversation, but it starts reaching the point where it's like, well, do I want a good game that looks like that runs like a better last gen version, or do I want a fucking shiny toy that sucks? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like,
it's also funny because
that's
like
the compromise we have to make at this point in time. In a couple of years, I feel like with the new development cycle, like it'll get better, but still, it's like kind of, I don't know. Depends on the labor behind it, and I feel like the labor behind it is getting to a unsustainable point.
I'm looking this up, like what, because I've been listening to so much Mega 64 podcast while grinding Orion. So I've just been listening to them talk once. It's like if I listen to Woke and Boke back, because they go back years.
Just
like
ripping.
they're on episode 680 something right now. So I was
Jeez.
like, I'm on like 568 going back, and they're talking about the PS5 and kind of like it rolling out and all that shit and what games are the best for it. And it's funny that like I just looked up the best looking games on PS5, the most graphically demanding ones, and number 1 is Demon's Souls, which is interesting. But the Ratchet and Clank game is number 3, second to Horizon Forbidden West. And it's like, it's just funny how I don't know, just thinking about like a Ratchet and Clank game being like possibly the most technically impressive game you can run on a new console is just very interesting.
Right. But also I think part of that is because no one's developing exclusively for it. So I think that's why I think we're now reaching the point where people will start developing exclusively for that console. Like similar, I mean, even fucking Destiny, like the first Destiny came out on PS3. But like that was the difference, was like PS3 and PS4 were such a leap that like the PS3 version was like unplayable. Whereas now, the PS5 early adopters, quote unquote early adopters, are like not able to like reap the benefits of the new console because it's not widespread enough. So like they can't push volume of exclusive games yet.
I also think
like everything has to be developed with both generations in mind until the player base shifts
to
the 5 essentially.
Yeah, that's the weird zone we're in, and I think it speaks to this plateau. Is like you would never confuse a PS2 game for a PS3 game. No. You would also probably, and it probably gets, the distinction becomes more. There's less contrast in that distinction as time goes on. Like a PS3 and a PS4 game don't look crazy different from each other. And even less so PS4 to PS5 game, because like, you know what I mean? Like, what does a PS4 game even look like to you? You know what I mean? It's just like, that's just what a game is. And a PS5 game, it's like, okay, if you're watching it, you're going to notice it's running at a really high frame rate. It's 4K graphics. Like, you're going to notice that. But like, apart from just how well it's running, you're not going to notice the graphical distance at this stage. But
exactly.
I really want them to, I think, didn't they say they're coming out, or did this already come out, Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PS5? Or like they announced that recently? Like it's coming. Or maybe it's already, maybe I'm just stuck in the past from listening to this podcast, but
I think it's out already.
Yeah. But like I want a Red Dead 2 PS5 upgrade so bad. I want that game to run on
like
full PS5 graphics, because there's no more heavier demanding game than that. On my PS4, that my shit was wheezing trying to play that game. Even still, it was still fire.
You know what I think that they need to do more than, or that what needs to be the focus more than the graphics that I'd like to see be improved is how AI like acts in the game. You know, like fucking like you know,
AI intelligence.
Yeah, like
just
you're
AI,
playing.
I guess
You're playing at, the Batman game, and you fly into like a group of thugs, and they're just like, you know, I don't know.
That's been the thing that's turned me off for most of those games. Is it's just boring, repetitive bullshit like that.
Right, I like the lore in the games, which is why I like the games. But like, yeah, it goes for all like, you know, Grand Theft Auto. Like I like Grand Theft Auto 2, or you know, any game like that, third person games where the AI is just kind of dopey and they just like run into walls and they don't have any like real strategy. The AI in Call of Duty, like the what do you call it, DMZ mode, like it's okay. Like it can be hard sometimes, they shoot at you, but sometimes they're just dumb. They're just standing in the middle of the street, they're just like, you know, just like
those aren't real bots. I mean, like if you play against like Gears of War is a great example because their AI are very interesting to fight, and just they're good because it's just it's a good shooter. But also they have bots that you can make really good and play against. Like if you practice against the hardest difficulty bots, you're getting fucking washed every time. Like that's what doesn't make sense about that. It's like a bot wouldn't just. I mean, a bot would, but a bot shouldn't just stand there. It should be thinking.
Take cover at all times. Be like looking, like listening for footsteps coming up. Like you can sneak up behind these bots. You know,
like the campaign AI is better. You know,
right? Yeah. So I mean, that is the bigger like.
But it's partially because there's predetermined environments, I guess. But but yeah.
And that's what's holding back a lot of games. Just not realistic AI.
I mean, that's a really good point. I feel like you don't talk about how much just having difficult enemies is everything. Oh, you know what's coming out is the Jedi game. That comes out in like a fucking couple weeks, bro.
Ooh,
yeah, I'm gonna be cooking on that. I gotta get Orion before that comes out because, man, I feel so bad for my girlfriend because it's like there really is never an end.
She's never gonna get Orion, dude. At this point.
No, I mean just end in playing video games. Like they just keep putting out ones I want to play for 30 to 40 hours. Like I you know, it's insane. Like Ragnarok, I went through that game. I didn't do anything but play that game. When I got home from work, I would sit there and play that game for like 6 hours, 5 hours.
Christ.
Yeah, I was on 4 or 5 hour chunks of time.
Yeah, and it was
Peter. Yeah, I gotta play God of War.
Goated for watching on Goobers.
You said, huh?
I said it was goated for watching on Goobers. Like you were so 100%. Absolutely right about that.
Oh my god.
You were like
the moment there was a dog the size of like a fucking library, I was like, we need to watch this. We need to. Or like a fucking snake, like a giant snake. Or there would be like a giant bull or like a giant frog. Like any giant regular sized animals, goobers are necessary.
And then there's just patterns and hieroglyphs on everything that are just fucking just oozing into each other.
Remember when we watched Mononoke?
Yeah.
Hime. Mononoke Hime. Yeah. And
that shit was
the
hard.
Fucking deer god. Was like,
oh my god.
Yes.
That guy.
And we were just like, the beginning, the fucking pig devil demon leech.
Oh yeah, the spaghetti monster.
Yeah.
Oh dude, Spaghettman.
Spagooter.
Just wiggling out like that. Like you can't do that. Mononoke me.
Did we watch that on Goobs?
No, we were just fried.
Yeah, okay. I was like,
that movie's already trippy. Yeah, that's what it is. Like that movie's already trippy. No, but yeah, when we were playing, that's the shit with acid is those moments where you're like, I don't know what I'm looking at. Like I can't even make out a silhouette of who's who. I'm just seeing shapes.
That's what it's all about.
Like when
I know not who I am.
That's the shit I live for, bro. Like when Max cranked on that game and we just because he was at like such a late part of the game. He was at the lava stage. and he was fighting the guys riding the bulls.
Just hordes.
Yeah. And just like using every weapon, and they are using every energy, and like, and there's just particles flying out, and it's just PS5 level detail and explosions and shit. And you're just like, this is
The
My
funniest
brother's like
part.
60-inch TV.
That was the funniest part.
Yeah.
I was like, I was so lost at that part too. And then we were on Goobers, and I'm just like crushing it. I'm like getting to the last boss. And I'm just like, oh, we're fighting the last boss right now, guys. Just so you know.
I remember you handing me the controller just to try it, and I was just like, the concept of playing a video game. I was like, just the very idea that I'm gonna play this. Like, I barely even touched it. I was just like, the notion that I will play this game. Like, I remember just like walking around and just getting killed instantly because I wouldn't. It's like I just beat the entire game. Like I had just played it, and it was like I had never played it. Like I didn't. Like I didn't parry anything. I was just getting melted because I was just like, this is so fast.
Yeah, just
incredible.
completely shattered immediately.
Yeah. And then we were just listening to "You Know Time" playing in the background.
And then we were just doing the.
Yeah.
Oh my
just
god!
animating Kratos for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that was
Changing his face.
ridiculous. Yeah,
was
the
real.
face changing was freak level shit.
Yeah,
It was
like when
freak
he was
level
just
shit.
like hitting the rock face and shit.
Yeah. Oh man, you're so
Can't wait to
see
vulnerable
a single
doing that.
eyebrow.
It's like you're so like, oh my god, I hope this doesn't freak me out. Whoa, like when you're tripping, you know, you're just in such a sensitive state.
My buddy, when I was with him, I was like, yo, you want to play some Mario Kart? He's like, no, dude, that is too intense for me. And I was like, can I play around?
Can you be in the room for this? Or
Right.
that
I did
is
it on
too
Can you handle
intense.
it?
200cc on that city map where
You're
you're like,
playing as Baby Mario, and he's like, "You're so tiny.
you're a little
Why are
bitty
you so
guy."
small?
Why is Mario so small?
What's the track that's like one loop? It's like Baby Mario Kart.
Big Blue or whatever.
Idiature?
Whatever the one where it's just one.
There's
one
two of
short
those.
loop, and it's just a
Oh,
million.
one,
of them.
oh, yeah.
It's the
on
original.
Double
Baby
Dash.
Baby
Yeah,
Park, yeah, Baby Park. You're just playing that like a 700 lap game.
Just scared.
Just a 700 lap circuit on Baby Park. Only blue shells, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Dude, I was playing it. I thought it was
having fun.
I thought it was doing terribly, and I got first. And I was like, wow, well, that's.
I
when
thought
I'm
I was
done,
doing
I'm good.
terribly, and I got
good to
first
go.
in the world. I don't know how.
I won the world championship.
No one ever need
Actually-
to play it again.
I accidentally set a game breaking record. Who would have
I
thought?
actually created a new game. Actually,
I'm Jon Hamm, and I accidentally.
I'm Jon Hamm.
I've been famous for 5 whole minutes.
I'm Jon Hamm, and I play Mario Kart all the time. And I play
When
Mario.
I'm not sexually harassing women in the 50s, I play Mario Kart.
in the movies, let's be clear.
No,
In the
for real.
television. No, for real. No, I'm 100 years old. I'm a vampire, and I was in the 60s.
Is that show any good?
George
Jon
thinks it's like
Hamm's
the
show?
best show ever made. Literally.
John Hamm suit show?
Yeah, Jon
Mad
Hamm
Men?
suit show.
Yeah, man. I know.
Jon Hamm Shoe Show. Is that any good? What the fuck are you saying? Jon Hamm Shoe Show. It's not any good. Yeah, this is my friend Tony. He talks.
That's good.
It's Jon Hamm Shoe Show any good?
Be honest.
And it's like, Tony,
honest with
just
me.
tell them what you want to order, okay? Thanks.
How's Jon Hamm suit show?
This is a Long John Silver's. Just tell them what you want.
I'll have the Jon Hamm
Is
suit
it Jon
show.
Hamm Shoe Show any good? It's on AMC, right?
I want to watch a lot of episodes, though.
Tony,
He
this is
was
Chick-fil-A.
in Marvel, I think, at one point, so that's how I know.
John
Was he?
Wick Camp?
I don't know. Jon Hamm Wick.
Jon Hamm Wick.
I'm John Wick.
That's Keanu Reeves.
What if I kill? Imagine if I killed you. Here's my pitch. I kill you and your whole and everyone else
With a gun.
with a gun.
Because you killed my dog.
I throw an axe across the room into your head.
And we sell it to Marlboro.
We sell it tomorrow. We sell your dog tomorrow.
Marlboros. I'm Jon Hamm Wick. I approve this message. What if we went with that? Jon Hamm could not do the physical stuff. I feel like.
No.
But maybe he can. I don't know. How tall is Jon Hamm? How tall
Like
is Jon?
6. I'm gonna put it on 6'1".
He's a tall gentleman, I think.
He's got such a minimalist name. It's just like a John with no
Jon
H
Hamm.
and then Ham with 2 M's. It's like, I guess it's not minimalist if
there's 2
his
M's.
name was just Joe Ham. Yo, I literally saw his Wikipedia and I was just like, I read it as Joe Ham. And I was like, yo, who the fuck is Joe Ham?
Just Joham. Just
Joeham. Like just perfect 2-3 letter names. I was like, Joe Ham. Joe Ham is the richest billionaire on earth.
I was literally right on the money with 6'1". That's insane.
Oh, he's 6'1".
it's Joham.
I thought we were just
Joe Ham.
analyzing. He's 6'1". What is he uncircumcised? What's his dental records here? Oh man. Oh yeah, he was in Top Gun Maverick. That's funny.
That's fire.
Do we want to save the rest of these topics for next epi?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Already over an hour, so.
All right. Guys, thank you for watching. Tune in next week. Welcome, Boke Forever, motherfuckers. Peace the fuck out.